Sanibonani and welcome back to Money Matters with me, Ndozo. Thank you so much for joining me today. Tis the season to be jolly. It is tax season, and yeah, I know it's such a stressful time for so many people, but I do hope that I can make it a little bit more stressful by teaching you guys what it is that I know. But remember, before I get started, that I'm not an expert. I'm just a girl who knows a thing or two, who wants you to know a thing or two as well. Today we are talking all about auto assessments, what they are, who gets them, and why. An auto assessment is an automatic assessment basically by SARS, where they estimate your tax based on the information that they have from third parties. They get this information from third parties because everything is basically linked to your ID number, so they are able to organize all that information. Now, if you didn't know, your employer actually submits your IRP5 to SARS, as well as medical aids and banks and financial institutions have to submit information to SARS relating to earnings that you might have. So SARS will have this information. That is why they are able to do the auto assessment. Now, how do they decide who gets an auto assessment? Over the years, SARS has been increasing the number of people that do get auto assessed. It's basically people whose tax returns are simple. There's no special criteria or anything that you have to do in order for you to be auto assessed. SARS just picks according to the information that they have, and yeah. Now, when I say that someone's return is simple, I would mean, let's say for example, here is Ndozo. Ndozo works at Quickly and Associates, and she has an account with F&B or whatever. She has a medical aid with Discovery, and that's it. Ndozo doesn't have a side hustle. Ndozo doesn't have any property. Ndozo is just a girl with a job, you know. So SARS can see that, okay, according to the information we have, Ndozo only has a salary, so she pays pay as you earn on that. She has a bank account that probably gets some interest, and she has a medical aid which she will get rebates on, and that's it. So then SARS will take that information and then they will calculate your tax for you and let you know how much it is that you owe or how much should be refunded to you. Now, every year, more and more people get auto assessed. I don't know if SARS has a specific number or how they select people. So there is nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with your tax return if you do not get an auto assessment. It just means that maybe SARS didn't get the relevant information, or SARS is not really sure of your earnings, or you just didn't fall in the number of people. I don't know if they have a limit or how they decide. Now, what do you need to do on your side? So firstly, you will review your assessment. When you log on to e-filing, you will see a pop-up that says you have been auto-assessed, and then you will view the assessment. You can go and view it from page 3. You will be able to see the details of the calculation that SARS used, so you can compare it to your IRP5 that you would have gotten from your employer to make sure that it makes sense. You will compare it to your tax certificates from your banks, your medical aid, your retirement annuities and stuff like that, and you will compare. You'll just make sure that the calculation is correct, that the information that they have is correct. If, for instance, the information is not correct, let's say that you actually had a side hustle and obviously SARS does not have access to that information, then you will have to submit a tax return, a new tax return from the 15th of July, just like you normally would. If there is an error on something that you cannot edit, for example, your IRP5, you will have to go back to your employer and say, hey, employer, my IRP5 is not correct because this, and that. They will have to fix it and resubmit it to SARS. This will now obviously change the estimates that SARS would have made. You can go back and check if SARS will change their estimate, or you can submit a new tax return with the new information from the 15th of July. Some people will get refunds and some people will owe SARS. This will depend on how much tax you paid throughout the year of assessment. If you paid too little tax, you will owe SARS. If you paid too much tax, they will refund you that tax. Now, I cannot say for sure if you will owe or you will get a refund just based on nothing. It really depends on the numbers and the calculations. So if you do want to know a little bit more about the calculations, you can let me know and I will definitely do a more detailed video about that. I hope you did find this video helpful. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.